Okay, now. Oh, no, we don't. Hi everyone, Hylis here. Welcome back to my channel. Here we are again. And I think you've seen this video from me like 10 different times. I am not joking, but I am in a certain reading slump. Because I read Alchemized, and then I read a Renekant book. And then I tried to read another Renekant book and it wasn't working. And then I tried to read another book that I was making a video for, but I couldn't read it as well. So we're doing a mood read, but trying to get out of a reading slump edition. That's basically it. I literally don't have anything else to say. I just want to show... I'm going to show you the state of my TBR right now. I just hope it doesn't fall. This is my TBR card. Okay. I think you guys are familiar with my TBR card, but it's full. It has around 40 books. We need to get to it, and we have a few options. Okay, romance is genre that usually takes me out of this. So the options we have is From Look Off With Love. We have The Summer I Turned Pretty. We have Wild Card. We also have Magnolia Parks, but I think that's not it. I think that's all the romance we have on my physical TBR. And yeah, I am trying to be strict and reading from my physical TBR. And a book that I want to read is The Summer I Turned Pretty, because I know I could read the first book and be happy because I already know, like I've watched the show. Yeah, I didn't read it before. So we're going to take it off of here. I bought this version of The Summer I Turned Pretty book for €5 on Vinted, because I was really interested in reading what how the book actually was, and I never read anything by Jenny Han, so it's gonna be my first time. I'm probably going to give this book 2 stars, sure, but I wanted to have the experience of reading this. And it's almost summer, even though it's literally the gloomiest it could have ever been today. But we just had a heat wave. Is that what it's called? Yeah, we had an heat wave, and it was so bad. We almost fainted 10,000 times. We're going to start this video by reading The Summer I Turned Pretty, because it's going to be very easy to read. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I also like this idea because I can get through my physical TBR. And I need to get through it. Okay, the TBR is back in place. You know what I want to reread so bad? This bitch right here. Hunt the Villain. I've been saying this ever since I finished it. I was like, I want to reread. I want to reread right now. But we're not going to do that. We're going to be responsible and read my physical TBR, because I cannot add any more books to this pile of 40 books. No, that's irresponsible. Let's read, I guess. Let's go read The Summer I Turned Beautiful. Yeah, it's not pretty anymore. It's The Summer I Turned Beautiful. Hello. She just said the iconic phrase, for me, it was almost like winter didn't count. Summer was what mattered. My whole life was measured in summers. And that's insane, because my whole life was measured in springs. Mainly because of Barbie. Do you know Barbie, Princess and the Pauper? I remember that the poor Barbie, she was working as in the tailor thing, and she was always saying, you need to work for me. No, the older lady was always saying you need to work for me more, whatever, 3 or 4 springs, and it was really funny. But I also watched that in Portuguese, so I don't know if that's in English as well. But my life was measured in springs. because of Barbie. And Belly's is in summers because of the summer house. Guys, I watched Obsession, and I'm obsessed. It was so good, 5 stars. 5 stars. I loved it. I think the main character, the girl, she's perfect. She's insanely good. Insanely great actress. Period. We're watching this. Oh.
Investe nas criptomoedas mais populares.
Currently reading The Summer I Turned Pretty on my Kindle because it's easier to read at night. And I wish I could just read it in one night. I'll try to read like the most that I can. I don't have high expectations for this, so I could just read it very fast. Forgot about the light. Maybe this one? Okay. Okay, now. Oh, no, we don't. No. It literally fell. Okay. So, to update right now. Do you guys, first of all, do you guys like this setup? It's weird. Kind of. But it's what we have. So, tell me in the comments if you like this. Updates, time for updates. I finished reading Lies of My Monster. I know, I said I was like not into it, but I had 1 hour and a half left in the book, and I just read it. And it was worse than the first one. I didn't like it at all. I like Kirill so much, and I like Sasha a little bit. Like, she's growing on me, but like, still not there yet. And I think the story is poorly written. So, I don't know how I love this so much. Especially these 3 books. It's because they're romance, and Rena Kent eats romance for breakfast, dinner, everything. Because I gave God of Malice 3 stars. I think it was pretty cool, like badass. I like that. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a Rena Kent girly for the straight romance. I don't know. Can Rena Kent write a White Shoes? I don't know. I think that would be great. That would be good. So, I finished that. Gave it 2.5 stars. I think I told you that yesterday. If I didn't, I'm telling you right now. And I'm definitely going to read the last one because I want to know. I do want to know what's going to happen. Even though, like, I don't want to know. I'm not eager to know. I still want to know. That probably made no sense. We don't care. Yesterday, I went to the mall and I went to see Obsession. I loved Obsession, 5 stars. You can follow me on Letterboxd if you want to know like the movies that I watched. And if you don't know, I have a film degree. Yes, I just finished my film degree. I have a film degree. So, I also have a YouTube channel where I talk about films, but I only made 2 videos and they're really bad. And one of them, it was about a TV show, so you can go and see that because I'm going to do this summer a movie marathon week. and it's probably going on that channel. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But Obsession, I loved it. I feel like I was watching the movie and I was like, oh my god, a 20-something-year-old made this. And I was insanely proud. Like, you don't know how proud I felt. Like, I was like, yeah, this is my generation, and then I'm very fucking proud of it. Yeah, I loved it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite horror movies, but it's one of my favorite movies. But movie, yeah. Made zero sense with what I said. I think the movie is one of the saddest movies I've ever seen in my life. It's so deeply sad. Like, Nikki is such a sad character. I was just like, oh my god. And I also think that, how could a man write that? I was so surprised, and I had this debrief with JC. JC's films? Well, I had this debrief with her talking about how sad this movie is, but also talking about how could a man write this, because he needs to have like a special sensibility to put himself in the place of a woman in writing that. Perfect. I didn't know, but the main guy who plays Bear, he was in Teen Wolf. I knew his face was familiar, and I was like, where have I seen him? Teen Wolf. He was in Teen Wolf, and I was obsessed with Teen Wolf. Watched Teen Wolf probably like 10 times during COVID. That was insane. So, that's my update on Obsession. I probably have 10 other things to say, but I just feel very proud of the director. Now, I'm currently reading The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's great in a way because I'm remembering the characters from the TV show, but at the same time, I don't care. I couldn't care less about what they're saying. And it's really sad, but I'm going to finish it. I'm like 30% into it, and it's a very easy read. And since I have I have an exam for university because I have a film degree, but I still have to finish it. So, yeah, I have an exam for university this week, and then I have this really big assignment that I have to do. So I think reading The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's great because it's easy, and I can read that before I go to sleep and while I cook, because those are the only places in my day that have time to read. And last update, I did that bio dance mask. I think that's what's called. My skin has never been this beautiful. Like, my skin looks perfect. I don't know what they have in that thing, but it's good. It was my first time using it, and I slept with it, so it was around 9 hours with that on my face. I know they say 3-4 hours, but I spent 9 hours. Yeah. What I think, I was scared of using it because I am someone who has migraines. Sometimes it's not very chronic, but sometimes happens with light changes and with food. Sometimes I eat something that will give me a migraine and I'll have to go to the hospital because that's life. But I was scared because having something on my face, it's like having something on my hair. I cannot usually sleep with heatless curls on. So I was kind of afraid that it would happen with a mask and I would be very uncomfortable and couldn't sleep. But no, as soon as I put it on my face, it was so comfortable. I was in heaven. And the great thing is that the mask doesn't let my face move a lot. And when I sleep, sometimes I do this to my teeth. And I didn't feel like I was doing it. My face was held in place so well, and it was just so comfortable. So if you guys have the opportunity of one day using one of these masks, please do. It's actually amazing, but be careful with your skin. If you cannot use it, please don't. But for me, it worked well. I have how do you say it? My skin is not oily, but also not dry, so it's in the middle. I don't know what it's called, but it's that middle thing. And what I did was I did my glycolic acid, then I did my hydrating toner, because I was aiming for like a lot of hydration. And then I did my Beauty of Tucson calming serum, and then I put the mask on. Like, I didn't do any moisturizer or anything. I just did that, and I loved it. I think I'm gonna buy the pink ones. I think the pink ones are the PDRN ones or not. I don't know. The pink ones from Biodance, they're great. I'm gonna. People say they're great. I don't know why I say they're great, because I don't know if they're great. But people say they are great, and I'm probably gonna buy them. And I don't know. I don't think I have any other update. I'm gonna spend the day studying, and yeah, I guess that's it. If I have any updates on The Summer I Turned Pretty, I will tell you. But for now, it's just that. And they're all annoying. They are so annoying, but I'm gonna read that book, and I'm gonna put it on my shelf as a reward, because that is who I am. That is, in fact, who I am, and you can clearly see that here. I also told you that I bought The Night and the Moth. Sprayed edges. Sprayed edges. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Let me know also in the comments if you want to see my Rachel Gillig vlog. Like, I could just do, because I have one dark window here on my TBR. You guys probably saw in the beginning of this video. And I could read One Dark Window to Twisted Crowns and The Night and the Moth. I'm excited to do that. So maybe I'll do that probably in August or something. But you guys could tell me. Also, if you have any movie recommendations for me to watch, please tell me. I need more movie recommendations, because I watched Off Campus and I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I didn't really like... I liked Belmont. Belmont is the guy that plays Garrett. I was obsessed with him, but I don't think the acting was there. I expected the story to be exactly like that, but there are some themes discussed that I'm just like, no. We should have... If we put a theme, then it's... Like, if I want to highlight a theme in a story, I should do it justice. And at times it felt like the TV... I didn't read the book, so I cannot tell you how the books are, but for the TV show, I felt like he didn't do it justice. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about Off Campus. I know everybody's obsessed. I'm not. But that's me. I knew I wouldn't be hyper obsessed with it, but my friends were all talking about it, and I like to know Belmont. Now I have a new white boy of the month. I don't know if he's white. Probably. I have no idea. I have a boy of the month to be obsessed with. So, guys, that's it. I know I've been talking for 11 minutes and 20 seconds. That is too much. I'll see you soon, hopefully. The goal of right now is to finish The Summer I Turned Pretty. How many hours have I left in the book? 2 hours left in the book, so I definitely can do that, and I am gonna do that fast. I said I was going to study, and I did for 2 hours, and then I read the rest of the book. I read it on my Kindle, so my bookmark is still where I was reading it physically. I finished. It was exactly how as I predicted it. I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I didn't like the past back and forth between like age of 14, then age of 11, then age of whatever. I didn't like that. Like, could we just do past and present linearly? That's me just being boring. To be honest, I'm pretty happy with the show did with this. Because maybe if I read these books when they came out in... When did they came out? This came out in 2009. No, that's impossible. Come on, what? I need to search it up. Oh, I was right. This came out in 2009. I was 4 years old in 2009. But maybe if I read this when I was like probably like 14, I would have loved it, but I'm 21. I couldn't care less. And I liked the show. At a certain point, I liked it. Like, I wasn't obsessed or in love with it, but I enjoyed it for the most part. At least the first season. The first season was really good. So yeah, I don't even have a lot to say. I was bored out of my mind. I was watching YouTube at the same time as I was reading this book. And when that happens, I'm not usually into the book a lot because if I was, I would be fully paying attention to it. So, yeah. I read Summer I Turned Pretty. I think I like Taylor more in the series. Here she annoyed me a little bit more. Also Steven. I was like, Steven, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? So yeah, that was one of them. I really like Cousins, the vibe of Cousins. The summer house and everything going on. I like that. And I also like Conrad. I think Conrad is perfect the way he is. Like, even if he is kind of a bitch, sure, I still like him. I think he's probably the most well-developed character in the book, I guess. Yeah, I have no interest in reading the other books or anything, but I wanted to have the experience of reading this book, and since summer is really around the corner, I just read it, and I did, and it's done. So now it's time to choose our next book, and I know, and why are you okay? One of my books is literally falling apart. What is this? Okay, this just came out of it. Okay. Wait, it's time to choose another book, and I know I said I wanted to read from my physical TBR, but do I really? Do I really want to read from my physical TBR right now? No. Hello? Excuse my hair. I just came from ballet class. Today I had my uni exam. It was digital culture, which is insane. I loved it though. I had so much fun. Today I started reading Cactus Heart, and suddenly I'm 30% into the book and I am obsessed. It's so good. I started following Cleo Evans on Insta, and they have so many books. And I'm obsessed with this one. I know I'm going to be obsessed with all the other ones. I also want to read the one that it's cowboy whatever. I want to read that so bad. But I wanted to start with like a more chill one. Hopefully. First of all, this is about a firefighter. What? Firefighter and a ex-NHL player and a painter. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And this is the first one in the Why Not series. Yeah, Why Not book 1. And she's already setting up the other books so well. Like, I just know it. I'm obsessed. I want to read all of them, but I think I'm just going to read this one for now, and we'll see how I feel. Because this is the second book that I'm currently reading on this vlog, and today is Tuesday. So we have until Saturday, because it's a mood reading week to read. I think I'm going to finish this literally tomorrow or the day after. So we're still going to have time for another book. Still don't know if we're going physical TBR or if we're going Kindle again. I don't know, but I'll find out. So far, I love this book so much. I love queer people. I love being queer, and it's Pride Month. Today is the 2nd of June. So, happy Pride. Happy Pride Month to all my Pride babies. Pride babies? No, my queer babies. I'm also a queer baby, so happy Pride Month to us. Hello everyone. Today is Thursday and I have a birthday party to go to. It's not party, it's a birthday lunch. Why did I say party? Okay, don't worry. Quick update on Cactus Hearts. That's what I'm currently reading. I am 59% into it. Right now, the pace has slowed, and I have one critique of the book that it was too instant. I don't know, the book is very small, so maybe if I was reading physically and I could actually picture what 59% into the book looked like, maybe I wouldn't feel that way. But I'm reading it on Kindle, so it felt very fast the way it didn't felt, it is very fast the way they kind of fell for each other and the way they really want each other like this. Not usually my style, so that is going to impact my final review. But I think the themes put into the book are well worked on, like grief and the confusion of Levi, of going back to his old job or not. Really like that. I feel like Mateo is the one that we didn't get many insights on, like onto his life. Like we know he has his grandmother and cousin living like close to him at the very least. But like I feel like I don't know him at all. And maybe that's on purpose, and we should just get to know him by getting to know the trouble itself. But I don't know. I just felt like I was no, I just feel like I'm still like wanting to know more about him. This book mentions a lot of kink, like, oh, but I'm so kinky, whatever. We haven't seen that yet, and we're 60% into it. We better start seeing that, because I was sold by that. I want to know too. But I think that's my review for now. The week is almost ending, so I don't think we're going to be getting to any other book. But I had fun mood reading this week. Next week I'm going back to my planned videos, because this was not on the plan. But yeah, 2 days ago, I don't know if I showed you. Did I show you? 2 days ago, I got the second book on the Edge of Darkness trilogy. I'm really like trying not to read them because I want to read all of them like physically. And in Psychotic Obsession only comes out in August in Portugal. So we're not going to read that until then, because I want to read the 4 books together. Like if I'm reading them together. So stay tuned for that. We're definitely going to do a video. And yeah, I could get them on my Kindle, but the feeling wouldn't be the same. I love reading dark romance on physical books. It's insane. Also, something I've been thinking about a lot now that I'm reading Cactus Hearts is the Losers Duet. I'm like nothing. I don't think anything in this life will ever compare to that. And to know that I gave them 4.5 stars or 4 stars really makes me mad, because every single day of my life I think about them. Mason, every time I'm listening to 21 Pilots, Mason is there. Like I only think about Mason. That is insane, I know, but I just can't do it. So maybe this summer we'll do a reread. But you guys tell me in the comments if you'd like to see me rereading Losers Duet, because I read one of them out of a video, like just on my own time, and then I read the second one on a video, I guess. I don't even remember. But you guys tell me if you want to like rereading and annotating Losers, because now I have physical copies. Yeah, give me your opinion on that. I'm gonna have breakfast, do my makeup, do my hair, maybe read a little, and yeah, I'll get back to you. Today is the last day of this vlog that I don't even know what to call. Is this a reading vlog, a weekly vlog? I don't know. I have no idea. But yesterday I went to a birthday party, and I gave my friend a vinyl of Harry Styles and then a sweatshirt of Harry Styles as well. It said "We belong together" with cats on it, and I think she loved it. And then we had rehearsals, and yeah, I got through more like 10% of Cactus Heart. Let me see. Okay, I have a final review that I'm probably going to make this afternoon about the book. Yeah, I'm 73% into it, and I have 1 hour and a half left on it. Yeah, so I'm on chapter 36. I'm probably gonna finish it. I'm gonna keep on reading it like right now and finish it this afternoon and give it my final review, because after that I have to work for uni and then I have ballet. So yeah, that is it. I don't think I have anything to show you. Today I went to do my nails. They are like, they're for ballet because we have a show next month, but I don't think I'm gonna do my nails until then. We'll see. It's literally a month from now. I will see if I go do my nails again or not, but I already did them with ballet colors. I guess that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna keep on reading Cactus Art. I don't know how to feel about it yet, like final review, but I'm gonna finish it and then we'll talk. So I finished Cactus Heart. I'm sorry, what did I do to you? Okay, guys, finished Cactus Heart. I feel like I have a lot of thoughts. I haven't had a lot of thoughts on a book for a long time. That is great. So I have to start with a little bit of context on why I picked up this book. I saw You're Crooked. You're still gonna be a little bit crooked. Okay. I saw this book for the first time on an Hemi Rossum video. She went to a bookstore. She lives in Scotland. So I think she went to a bookstore in Edinburgh. And the bookstore owner recommended her Cleo Heavens, and recommended her the cowboy romance Cleo Heavens has. And I was really interested because I love triples. I love reading about triples. I love reading why choose, like the losers duet and everything. I love, and I've actually been like actively searching about authors who focus on writing polyamory and all that, and it's Pride Month, so we are reading LGBTQ plus books. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect time. I found Cactus Heart. I found out that she has this Why Not series, and she has some monster romance and some paranormal romance that you call. Well, I thought I should start with her more like, how do I say this? Conventional romance? I don't know if that's the right word, but like that's more, well, the one that is not like fantasy and paranormal. So I started with Cactus Heart, and this book, you have to check trigger warnings. God, I don't know. I think people could be a little triggered by, what is it? What is the name of it? Like the main girl, she has suffered from a traumatic relationship in the past, so you definitely should check your trigger warnings. But this book involves a lot of things and a lot of themes, and the main ones that I liked and I think were well discussed were grief. I think the grief is like well put here, and I'm gonna sit down. Grief was well worked, at least in my opinion. Then I felt like Levi and Avery were very well done characters, but I've always, like, throughout the whole book, I felt like Mateo wasn't well developed. Like, I knew he was a firefighter and he had a cousin and his grandma. I barely knew anything from his past, from himself. Like, that was something that made me really sad. So I don't know if they will have, I have no idea actually how the other books are. So I don't know if there's another book about them or anything. I don't feel the need to now because I wish that it was done on this one, that development. But there's also one thing, spoiler, this is a big ass spoiler. So if you haven't read this book and you want to read it, please leave this video. Please leave, because I'm gonna spoil something for you. You have been advised, okay? So, Levi was an hockey player, and he actually does leave his career and goes to Texas. Why not? And one thing that bothers me is, like, couldn't you find a middle ground? Because I know it he wasn't happy there, whatever, but I didn't feel like that wasn't enough reason. There wasn't enough discussion on why he was leaving it for himself. You know, it should have been a little bit deeper on that. But this book is supposed to be fun, smutty romance. So why am I asking it to give me depthness and, like, the confusion of leaving a career or not leaving it? And, you know, I think the author was completely biased on wanting him to live his career, that they just didn't go further into this, should I do it or should I not, you know? But that's just my opinion, and who am I, right? Okay. This book also has some BDSM stuff, so you could probably not like that, whatever. I think it was okay. I've read books with better BDSM representation, but I think it was fun. It was I had fun reading it, that's it. It wasn't too spectacular or anything. And in the end, I am gonna settle on giving it 3 stars because, I don't know, the smut at times felt like it was just too much. I was just there like, hey, can we move on? Can we move on? And I don't know, I never say that about any book, that it has too much smut, but I just felt like it was too long. Like, it was going on for too long, you know? But I think that's it. I don't know if I have anything else to say about this book. I don't know. Our brothers were just like, why are you doing this? And I think there are certain themes that are well discussed, and there are others that's like, okay, and what now? Like her past relationship. Why? You know, I wouldn't know I have a lot of whys to ask this story. So that's why I'm settling on a 3-star, because it's an okay book. I don't think I would ever reread it, but it's okay. It's well written. I had a fun time reading it, but it's also not the best thing in the world. So yeah, I think that's what I have to say about this book. I really liked Levi. I think it was really cool. I like this story. I like the fact that Avery was an artist and she had this big thing. She had a studio where she taught classes, and like, I like that community thing, but the community is really small. Like, it feels like 10 people live on this town, like only 10 people living here. Maybe that's a me problem as well. I am just rambling on it. But I think that was it. In this video, we only read 2 books, but I finished Lies of My Monster. Is that the name of it? Yeah. I also finished that, so we can say it's 3 books. But yeah. Now, I am running out of ideas, so if you guys have any ideas of reading vlogs or just like life vlogs that you'd like me to make, please tell me in the comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe, and I'll probably see you next week as always. Bye bye.